Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. It's that time. It's tarot time with Cindy, my friends. Now, this reading does come with a channeled message. It's one of those channeled messages that seems to go on and on and on, to be quite honest. And this is a really unique message. I don't know how many people this message would be for, but well, let's just see here. So, I'm going to give you the channeled message. You can see the cards. They are quite interesting, to say the least. And so we're going to get into the channeled message, and then when I finish that, we'll start exploring the cards together here, and I'll start pulling some tarot out to get more information. I am picking up on a very strong feminine energy. This energy brings spiritual truths to men. And when I say men, this, for the most part, probably is like males, men. Now, this feminine energy could also be one who is identified as male and masculine, but is using a feminine energy here. I do feel for the most part that this may actually be a female. And it does feel like there's a certain reason for that. And it has something to do with dismantling false male ego. Okay, so this is a big message. All right. This feminine energy does bring spiritual truths to men in a very antagonistic way. This energy may be you, or it may be who you were dealing with. This person challenges masculine egos and is often targeted aggressively because of both the desire that she creates in masculine and feminine energies and the challenge that is brought to their egos. This feminine energy leaves a wake of broken minds and hearts that will often feel betrayed until they have sunk low enough to look inside themselves instead of continuing to prop up their demonic egos, looking at the fake reflections that they have created and falsely elevating themselves in the world of mortal men that will eventually turn to dust. I know it's intense. I'm going to be honest, it's not the kind of thing that I am normally channeling here. Many masculine energies, and these again could be even women, and it's the masculine energies within them. It is the strategy, it is the drive, it is the competition, it is that energy within people. Many feel sacred themselves after encountering this feminine energy. Most will use this feeling of sacred energy to do bad things to others that give them gains while intentionally creating losses for others. A few will use this sacred energy and experience to rebuild themselves and purify their own masculine energy. This is the journey of a spiritual warrior who used to receive the lost and broken souls returning to heaven from earth, but who realized that there was a stronger need to do work on earth. This sacred feminine energy made the sacrifice to leave the heavens and enter the belly of the beast within the ego of every man. So, I don't know if this is like some type of prophecy, or I don't know what this is or who this is. Or maybe it's a little bit of something within each of us on both sides. But it is a very big message, and it's a little bit more than I expected to channel, based on the cards even that have come out, but I can see how they're connected. So we're going to get into the card part of this reading now. This is some reading. Some days I just wish could we do how your person feels or what's All right, this energy, oh my God, you saw the cards. So, okay, I'm just going to tell you, this, I want to do the reading outside of that channeled message. The channeled message was just I guess that's like when you channel, you don't know what's coming in, and holy mother of God. Okay, this is the energy of who this individual is. Again, it could be you, and it could be like a really deep, profound way of looking at yourself, or it could be someone that you're dealing with. I don't know, but the truth of this person is their commitment to peace. This person is literally chained, committed to peace. to peace, to mindfulness. Like this energy is very, I would describe it as kind of in a way very heavenly sent. But it comes down to earth in a very disguised way. I will say that. So the disguises run a little bit here, right? I don't even know. Did I take a picture with the underline there? But that was the underline, the mask, and then the chameleon here. Okay, so this person, this energy is peace, is mindfulness, is committed to that. And I want to also say, committed to bringing peace to the things that constrain us and tie us down. This is a very strong spiritual energy. Maybe too, like it's a little bit of feminine energy that exists within all of us, which is creativity, intuition, your own spiritual downloads. All right. Now, the way that a lot of people will perceive this energy, though, is very interesting. So we have Poppy and Chameleon right here. I wanted, it's like, it is not seen for what it is. It's definitely coming across as something that perhaps, but I don't know if this is an obvious way, or something happens where people kind of get flagged here. And they get flagged because they're like, this person is showing up the way we expect them to show up. That's how this person is showing up. So I'm feeling a little bit confused about who they are, because it's almost like this is an energy that, it is a when in Rome, right? When in Rome, dress as the Romans do. When in Rome, behave as the Romans do. There's maybe even be some people here who are, who have memories associated with this individual, and those memories they're still not sure about. Like they feel like that there's things about this person that they never really understood. You can come and say hi, but then you gotta go because I need the whole table. Say hi. Okay. Bye, baby. Love you. Okay, you say hi. Yes, you're handsome. I need the whole table though, honey. Go. Bye-bye. Thank you, Larry. Yeah, it's as if I don't know this person fully. I feel like there was a smokescreen here. Like that's, the impression that is really left upon people with this energy. It's quite powerful. And again, like I don't even know, like maybe this is some kind of heads up, like some of the collective or the what are those called? My those messages, I can't remember what they're called. I just feel like this is one of those readings where the energy is so much, it's almost a little bit overwhelming for my own little human body here. It is a big energy, the whole thing. Just give me a minute with it. So, public service announcement. That's what it was. I had to come out of the channeling for a second. I don't know why, but my regular brain and my channeling brain, they don't work like the same. So, okay, the public service announcements, like there's something like that, right? I don't know if this is some type of, I don't know, like even a spiritual leader at some point that will come down to earth. Or again, like this is some type of energy. It's not really described to me. Like there's specifics about it that don't exist. And, I would even say, like, even as the reader, there's specifics about this energy that I have difficulty grasping on too, right? It does come up as a very energetic identity as opposed to a three-dimensional identity, all right? But what people misunderstand about them, I find this very interesting. Look at this. I kind of like working with these two decks because they're made by the same person. This is the Lace of Destiny, and this is the Shadow of the Middle Ages. And one of the reasons that I do like to work with them is because I find the Lace of Destiny is a little bit of a lighter deck, and the Shadow of the Middle Ages is a little bit of a darker deck. Go figure. And it kind of brings balance. But I love it when, like, there's a lot of times synchronicities like that will show up, right? Like we have the Lion, the Leo, with the Unity card, which is the pair of lions. And then even here, who this person really is, but how they're perceived. They're both like flowers, but they're who they are and how they're perceived. It's a different species of flower. It's not truly understood. So even that synchronicity is quite fascinating. So this is the area where I really want to pull out tarot cards and see this more fully. There could be something here about what it is that this person is unified towards, what type of unity this person intends to create. They are one of another. They are one of something greater. And when both energies are brought together, there is unity, there is oneness. And it could even be something about polarization to eventually create unity. I kind of feel like there is even some type of polarized effect that may occur with this person. Or you may experience a polarization with this person. But it's all meant to deconstruct. And it's meant to deconstruct to build up in a purified form. All right. This person's image is interesting. Look at it. Target heart. This person, that's actually, that kind of aligns up with the channeled message. Some people may have felt emotionally targeted by this person. Some people may feel emotionally targeted. Like some people may have an experience with this person or this individual or this energy after the fact that leaves them feeling almost disrupted emotionally. I also feel that this person is often targeted emotionally. Like it kind of comes across too, because, okay, this is an energy that I feel like is very much kind of sent from the heavens in some form here. Now we're all coming from heaven, but it's, I don't know, it's something bigger than that. Like I don't know. Like that's why I'm like, I don't know, is this you? You are what this is. It's really big. And a lot of people may think that's my soulmate, or that's my person, or like there's that kind of almost that target that is produced by them through their energy. Like people feel this. I feel like how it plays out is that people target this person, this energy because they feel this strong divinity from them, and because they feel that, and they've probably not felt it with other people, or at least to the degree of intensity that is felt with this energy, that this must be, like, this is something I've not felt before. So, I feel like it activates something in people, this energy. It activates something in people, and they are meant to connect with this person in a unified way, but it's not necessarily through romantic connection. And it's not necessarily a connection that's meant to be prolonged, in a prolonged state. Depending on who or what this individual energy is connecting with, the degree and the term of interaction will vary. And I feel like that's because it depends what type of, like some people may be activated and this energy is honestly not meant to help that individual deal with whatever it is being broken down. It's just there to break it down. And then it kind of moves on. But there's likely some type of lasting, I want to say even maybe a little obsessive. Some energies may become obsessive. But you see, the part that becomes obsessive is the unhealthy ego that has been established within a person, which is not up to this energy to break down. It's up to heaven just to show it. It's like, look, okay, now deal with it, right? I mean, it's not heaven's job to fix you, to fix myself, to fix us, like, right? Like heaven will activate things in us. That's really what's here. Heaven will activate things in us. It's not up to us. We're the ones that created it in the first place. Heaven's just saying, hey, take a second here. Take a second here. That's kind of how this energy works. Take a second here. And, and it's interesting because this energy is also, well, you would have seen it. It is represented by this. This is it right now. This is it right now. That's how it's like in this lifetime, come down to earth, whatever it is. It's like that right now. And if you think about, right, the antagonist, I feel too like, well, Morgan Le Fay is interesting because she starts off kind of the archetype of it, the stories around it are, this is a good energy. This is a supportive, magical energy. And then as, years go by, stories change, then it becomes a negative feminine energy. And then as things evolve again, then it becomes a positive, right? It is what it is. But the story changes. That's mankind changing the story. But this energy is what it is. And that's the thing that is so fascinating here, because the reaction that occurs from this energy is not its problem. That's what I just said, right? Because this is what it is. It doesn't change. It's the perceptions based on the egos and mindsets that exist in a period of time are the reason for the reaction. And those have to be broken down. So this is, I'm probably going to publish this because it's a really big, interesting reading. But it's tiring. Okay. So this is where this energy came from, right? It's not here now. It's like looking after the lost souls, bringing them in. But then we go on, but moving from that, traveling away, and then coming down to earth. This could be an energy too that finds you or finds me at any given time in life. And it may work through you for an instance, and then it may work out of you and go somewhere else. I don't know. It's very fascinating. It's very, very fascinating. I've never done a reading like this before. Okay. Let me just make sure the cards stay with who they're meant to be with here or there. I got through that part. How this has, the image this has. Okay. The effect, sort of, yeah. What is the agenda? What is the next step of this energy? Look at that. Future and chaos. It is to destroy something in the future. It could be, it's probably something that's not real. It's going to destroy something that's not real in the future. It's going to create some type of chaos, which could be internally within one self. But it's all meant to break down. It's meant to break down. It could even be an attempt to prevent some sort of chaos in the future. That's the hidden agenda. That's the hidden agenda. That's the soul's hidden agenda. Is future and chaos. So it's kind of still as I described it. But that's the hidden agenda. So I feel like it is what some would describe, this is the chaos. This is the aftermath of an experience with this energy. But it creates, right? Like it's just clear skies, progress, and however way you want to describe progress. Like imagine it, all is good. There's no pollution, there's no politics, it's just like mankind in a free sense and nobody taking advantage of each other and everybody having a clear, healthy ego. Yeah. I really do feel like it is somehow either, but that's the part that's tricky with this reading, because like even as a reader, I'm still a human being and I still have my own perceptions, and I struggle with that all the time, and I try to do it honestly here too, because I'm not trying to be fake about anything when I'm doing readings like this. And I'll be quite honest, like even the channeled message, it just like I had difficulty with it because I thought, There's a lot of unhealthy egos that would readily say, that's me. I do that. And there could, okay, you can acknowledge that maybe this is something that you do, but you can't do it and state that you do it because that makes you feel elevated. If you're feeling elevated in the declaration of that, then you're feeding your ego. I hope you understand where I'm going with that. So there's the, okay, yeah, we're going to get tarot into that. Okay, so what is this energy's next move? Well, it's very interesting. It's wealth and snake. So there could be some type of, this is a really big energy. Like, I'm not kidding here. This feels like a really big energy because this, like, it does come across, and I probably will put it in there as also like listed in my playlist as collective, but public service announcement readings. Because there's, I think, some attempt here to create chaos so that there is a more stabilized future. And I feel like it is some type of transference of wealth. Now, there's that. Okay, there's a lot of layers to this reading. The other thing that comes in with this this energy's next move is protecting some type of spiritual or esoteric wealth here. It's keeping something low. It's keeping something on the down low. Yeah. So, okay, I decided to go with the Lightseer's Tarot. Because it seemed really light, right? It seemed like, compared to this energy is so big and heavy. I woke up this morning and I thought, okay, I think maybe I'll do a couple of collective. I'll do a couple of collectives to put out. No. Be the only one today. I'm going to take a break and then I'll do some private readings. So, okay, let's get a tarot card for each one of these placements. Ooh, what this energy really is, how it's perceived, what most misunderstand about it, how this affects the image or what image it has, this energy's hidden agenda in this lifetime and its next move in that order, please. Okay, we got, wow, the Hermit. I'm telling you, this energy is peace. It's peace, but it's not necessarily perceived as that, right? That's coming in with the Lotus and the Chain. There is a strong, strong commitment here to peace, to mindfulness, to even perhaps finding peace in trying times. Yes. The perception. Look at this, the Page of Cups. But look at this, it's okay, the Poppy and the Chameleon come in with this. When pigs fly, honey. Just give it that. Because there's a little pig starting to fly there. An elevation. Okay. Everybody that experiences this energy is going to have a different timeline and how things unfold and alchemize within themselves, okay? And I do feel like at some point eventually there is kind of like a rising up of the soul, an elevation of the heart space. But that, honestly, I really feel like it only comes through some type of breakdown that occurs here. And I mean, all of us honestly really have to go, because as we're born as children, we're kind of really honestly born as healthy, well, for the most part, like whole, consciously connected, at least I'll say like consciously connected to the heavens. And then that it's almost like a rewiring of the mind, right? Because now you're surviving in a 3D, so you have to focus on different things beyond the heavens, or at least the mind starts to do that. As the ego starts to develop, we have to have an ego to be able to exist. We have to somehow be able to self-identify so that we know what is ours and what is not ours. But that ego can definitely be created by unhealthy things around us while we're growing and developing. So then we have these points in time where that ego is meant to be broken down. This is like an energy that triggers that. And again, I feel like we can all do that. Like to some degree, we can all do that in one another at different times, So I think, yeah, the healthy expression of, like, there could be a singular individual identity on the planet right now that is like this in its fullness and purity. And maybe even like some of us are just exercising this, and at some points being the receptors and at other times being the activators with it. But this energy is perceived like heart elevation, but leaving people feeling even like this. The Poppy card even kind of comes up a bit of Seven of Cups to me. Like, what happened there? What's going on? That's also interesting because that also feels like that part in the channeled message, like feeling this sacred connection. Feeling connected to like something very sacred. And then some people even thinking, I don't think that person was who they said they were, or what. If you've ever had an experience that is a little bit otherworldly, let's just say, and it's weird because, 90, I feel like, well, no, everybody's different. Maybe 90% to 99% of the time, we're all kind of functioning in a very three-dimensional practical world here. And every once in a while, we'll have these very otherworldly experiences. And before you, like when you're not having that, you always think to yourself, oh my God, you hear stories and think, oh, if that ever happened to me, I would be like, wow, this is crazy. But my experience every single time is when you're in that otherworldly experience, nothing feels different. Like it's just, you're in the moment. That is the best way to describe it. You are solidly in the moment. And it's usually not till a little while after you'll look back on and go, oh, that was fucking crazy. What the hell happened? There's like a little bit of that, I feel, energy about this after the fact that people experience. Yeah. Okay, the tarot card that comes out with what is misunderstood is the Seven of Pentacles. I really do. I am really, because not to say that Leos have, well, everybody has an ego, but it's just like it could be associated with like a sense of pride, dignity, courage, These are all good things when they are healthy and kept in check by something bigger than ourselves, right? Which is kind of like our internal soul. But it is meant to unify here. But there has to be this is like creating a new plan, a new building block. This is also, I feel like, something that in the interaction with this energy is like something, a seed is put within you, or a seed has always been there. And that seed starts to propagate and grow. Now it is almost like a little bit like imagining like a seed kind of opening up, like almost energetically and internally, the idea of that, the metaphorical seed within oneself, you would feel that and it would probably feel uncomfortable. There's a sense of discomfort that is left with some people in this. How this affects their image, the target heart. Temperance. Oh, that's fascinating. Such an interesting card, right? I mean, the things that we've been talking about, the Morgan Le Fay too here, and the feminine energy, and like the moon is prominent in this, and the sun is kind of being held back. The truth is held back too with the sun. Because I want to say that there's something here about discovering one's truth within themselves. Now, temperance also is about patience, alchemy, balance, higher learning with the Sagittarius energy, higher learning. And I just love how the silhouette here, right? There's like this heavenly energy. There's these angels' wings and kind of almost like a divine halo, I guess, above. Yeah. You know, what I find interesting about this reading is, like, it does come across as a very feminine, even female energy. And the way it's being used is like, it is like heaven sending a messenger in some way, right? And I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if there's been a whole lot more messengers that have been sent down to earth from the heavens than has ever been recorded. And maybe some of them have even been feminine or female. But the feminine energy is not typically an energy that male structured societies will readily listen to. So this energy doesn't work in a way that a leader, like a masculine energy would, that comes down from the heavens to help mankind dismantle unhealthy egos and habits. It's almost as if the heavens know that this energy will be perceived in this way and will be taken in this way. So that's how we're going to use it. And as I say that, I mean as like an antagonist. Okay. The hidden agenda here is future chaos. The Three of Swords. Oh, I feel like there's going to be something going on here. Right? Look at how this energy, the image of this. The target heart. It's going to be, this energy is going to be doing something here in the future that is creating chaos in all of these like unhealthy heart energies. All of the spaces, all of the places, all of the people, all the things where heart and mind are not in alignment. And ego is going to be the first thing to go. I mean, that's the hidden agenda. And to some regard here, there is the experience. I feel like every energy that this touches experiences heartbreak. Because none of us are pure. And there's all something within us that needs to be broken down. So, the next move of this energy. Wow, the Nine of Cups. Wealth snake. Nine of Cups. I do feel that it is to show the hidden. There could be something here, though, how others are utilizing wealth for their fulfillments to the detriment of, well, many. I mean, the enormous accumulation of wealth in many across the planet is just astronomical right now. I mean, when you're talking billions, I mean, you got to think about how many millions it takes to get to 1 billion. It's crazy. Like, it almost becomes unfathomable. And then, like, when we're talking billions, So each billion represents all of those millions. There's something very interesting here. I want to clarify that. Oh my God, we did not. We ended with the Empress. There's that feminine energy. Teeny tiny tarot time. Teeny tiny. Clarify. All right, let's look at the wealth card. There's a lot of gold here, right? I do want to say also, one of the things that I believe this in the book for this wealth card talks about is also how like certain jewelries are used for spiritual protection. There could be some type of spiritual protection that is going on here. I don't know. Wealth. It just, the Three of Pentacles, and it landed on the Chaos card and in the Queen of Swords. It honestly feels like something is exposing something. The snake exposing. Okay, the snake. The Ten of Cups. The Nine of Cups. Okay, the Empress came out face up. And then, what is there? 4 cards here, all face down. The Five of Wands, the Death card, the Moon, and the Sun. The Moon and the Sun. Wow. It's 4 major arcana out of 5 cards that have come out on that Nine of Cups. It's bringing the Sun and the Moon. There's a very big, like, kind of eclipse energy with this. The Sun and the Moon, the yin and the yang. This is somehow elevating the feminine. Elevating the feminine. Okay. The next move of this energy is, it's exposing something in a family unit. It's showing the truth of conflict and perhaps even why some are building or creating or hiding wealth. It's a very big, heavy energy. But I mean, what it produces is light, airy, truth, clarity, balance. It's bringing, okay, it's about to bring, I don't know, it just feels like balance to the heavens, in the heavens, balancing heaven and earth. The chaos. Judgment. Ooh. The Three of Swords. Boy, this energy's big. I don't know what I tapped into. The World card came out first, followed by the Ten of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, and the Eight of Pentacles. That has a feeling of building, okay, where perhaps people have felt betrayed and they build themselves up again. And in doing that, perfect negativity, like negative feelings within themselves. This is like the cycle of human betrayal that creates emptiness and pessimism. It is like, I don't know, it's like ending that. Big. Yeah, it's pretty big. Oh boy, I'm gonna need a hell of a nap after this. The future. The Three of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the Three of Cups. Wow, this is it. I'm telling you, this is dismantling a cycle of betrayal, self-elevation, which is not necessarily incorrect, but because it does feel like there's a sense of betrayal here that perpetuates pessimism about humanity. So way I would describe this energy too. And let's think about it for a second, because this is an energy that, as I channeled, came out of the heavens, where it was honestly probably a much easier job just to, like bring these souls in, usher these souls, bring these lost and battered and betrayed souls in. But then it's like this angel, this entity, I don't know, out of the heavens becomes restless and goes on an independent appraisal, of mankind. And it to me, it's the energy of whatever this is. Like this has its own energy of, or belief system, that it sees the purity in all mankind and sees how the unpure areas hurt each one of us, or how we hurt each other. It's really deep. It is, right? Like it is the divine feminine, and it's been heavy in this reading from the start, and then we're ending with the Empress twice in both tarot decks coming out as well. But I want to say it's the heavens working with it, knowing exactly how it would be perceived and using that to its advantage. Is there anything else here that I would really want to? Not really. I mean, everything else feels self-explanatory. But the Two of Pentacles, what an interesting card at the bottom. I mean, that just kind of feels like, at the end of the day, it's always our choice. And it really, truly is. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. I was going to do an extended. Yeah, what? Okay, yeah, in the extended, I'm going to ask what you really need to know about yourself and what your truest path is. That's heavy. Yeah, it'd be interesting. I mean, you may see some resonance in that of this kind of like heavenly energy, and you may also see some resonance of the things that need to be broken down. And that's what I have for you today, my friends. Thank you so much. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.